Hello and welcome to this video. Today we will be ranking or just rating, not ranking, every single cookie's animation, but the animations and the cookies had to come out this year in 2025. So there were a lot of cookies. And for copyright reasons, Wicked fans, don't come at me, but we will not be doing Alphaba and Glinda cookie. I'm not gonna lie, I already tried uploading this video, and it turns out that I didn't think that the Wicked background music in the episode, in those two cutscenes, would be copyrighted. I guess I thought that wouldn't be copyrighted because they did a collab, but I guess I didn't do a collab. So, oh my gosh, that's why I haven't seen like any Wicked animation videos. So also keep in mind that we will also be doing Awaken Pure Vanilla, Awaken Holly Berry, and Awaken White Lily. Even though the physical cookie came out like years ago almost, like for Pure Vanilla at least, the Awaken form came out this year and there's still a cookie gotcha animation. So we're going to start with Shadow Milk Cookie, the first cookie of 2025. Well, besides Candy Apple, but the first big cookie of 2025. Let's get into it.
Welcome, folks. Ready for some giggles?
I personally love this animation. It's very good. It's almost overplayed though by now. But I love it. I think it's a really fun animation. It's very chaotic, very matches. 10. 8 out of 10. Now we're on to Candy Apple Cookie, the second cookie that came out in 2025.
Now then, how about a sweet lie? One bite will leave you wanting more.
Very quick animation. Not really my style. I think it's more of a 7 or a 6. I think it's a 6 out of 10. Now we're on to Awaken Pure Vanilla Cookie, who's all the way down there because his main cookie form came out. Or are we doing? I guess so. I really could not find him. What was wrong with me? Oh yeah, he's down with the OGs, the OG cookies. But here we go. Awakened Pure Vanilla Cookie.
Fill those eyes of yours. Imperfections are what makes us, us. Sometimes you need the darkness to see the light.
I don't think I need to explain myself. 10 out of 10. I love Pure Vanilla Cookies like Awakened animation. I think it's my favorite out of all of the Awakened Ancients. It's just so good. I love it so much. Pure Vanilla Cookie honestly is my favorite Awakened Ancient Cookie, or just Ancient Cookie in general. So he's a 10 out of 10, and now we're on to Black Sapphire Cookie.
Is my specialty.
We've got a fantastic show lined up for you tonight.
Now, I love Black Sapphire Cookie. He's like my favorite familiar out of all of the like sidekicks for the beasts. My favorite part is the start with his audio being like a microphone. Like that just sounds so cool. I wish his voice was like that permanently and that was just his voice. I love it. I think it's like a 7 out of 10 though, because it's a very short, simple animation, unlike some of the other animations in the like Beast sidekicks. And so now we're gonna move on to the next update, which was the Valentine's update with Wedding Cake Cookie and Black Forest Cookie. Starting with Wedding Cake Cookie. And then we're gonna move on to Black Forest Cookie. That was basically the Truth and Deceit update in a nutshell. But now we're gonna move on to Wedding Cake Cookie.
All right, tell me about your dream wedding. Nothing makes me happier than seeing brides smile.
Okay, so if I'm being honest, I don't like Wedding Cookie that much ever since the bake update, the baking event with Strawberry Crepe Cookie. That's a pretty cute animation. I really like it. And now we're on to Black Forest Cookie, the creepier version. Oh yeah, Wedding Cake Cookies, 8 out of 10 or 7.
I will be the bride they deserve. I shall become their bride.
Already, I love it way more than Wedding Cake Cookies. Gothic Bride, I think it's so cool, and I think she as a cookie is just such an amazing cookie. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. On to Fire Spirits Cookie. Fire Spirit Cookies animation.
Time to play with fire. I am the fire.
So, to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the animation. I think it's a bit basic. Sort of when you get him, you like know that you got him. It's like a 5 out of 10. The next cookie is Agar Agar Cookie. I love her so much, and I honestly forget her animation a little bit. So let's see what it looks like.
What do we have here? Looks tasty. Sweet yummies.
I love Agar Agar Cookie. I love her design, and I love her animation as well. I think that's like a 9 out of 10. I think it's a really fun cinematic animation. And now we're on to Eternal Sugar Cookie, the second beast. She's like my favorite beast. And then Shadow Milk. But she's like my favorite beast. I can't wait. Let's get started.
Welcome. Welcome to my garden of sloth. I'll make you a happy cookie forever.
No explanation needed again. 10 out of 10. I love the back singing vocals in her animation. I just love her animation in general. It's like my favorite thing ever. And I love her design. I love the symbolism, sort of, with her tail being more of a devil's tail. Sort of being like, oh, it's an angel, but like an angel in disguise. And with the upside down heart being like a one-sided relationship, you know, like fake love or whatever. That's how I interpret her animation. And I think she as a cookie is just so... I love it. I love it so much. Like, genuinely my favorite Beast animation in the entirety of the Beasts. And she's also my most powerful cookie besides Wind Archer. So, she deserves the 10 out of 10. And now we're going to move on to Pavlova Cookie, who is my second favorite sidekick for the Beasts.
Open your heart for my arrow. May your love stay true for all eternity.
He's so cute. I love his animation. But it's really short and simple in my opinion. It's like a 5 or 6. Cute animation, just extremely short. Especially in comparison to other epic animations. It's pretty short animation. But I also love the sort of culture. This is why I love Cookie Run Kingdom. How they embed cultures into like every single cookie. Like for like Mystic Flower Cookie, she's more like of a Chinese culture. And for like Pavlova, she's more Greek. And so now we're gonna move on to Hollyberry Cookie, Awakened.
Worry not. My shield is stronger than ever. Back into the fray.
I like it. I like the end bit sort of reminiscing in her old animation, in her like normal animation with Pataya Dragon Cookies Fire. She now has like Eternal Sugar Cookies magic that she's blocking, which I think is really cool. But it's not my favorite Beast animation, if I'm being honest. It's like I think it's a 7. And now we're gonna move on to Sugarfly Cookie, the fan favorite sidekick.
Look at my pretty wings glisten. I couldn't be happier.
I love the enchanting vibe of her animation. You feel more enchanted with her whole animation and with her whole soundtrack. I think it's a really fun, cute, enchanting animation. I think it's an 8 out of 10. I love it a lot more than Pavlova's, if I'm being honest. And now we're gonna move on to Cream Soda Cookie, who came in for the what was it for? Oh, it was for the Tower Adventure collab for the first anniversary. So I'm really excited for her animation. I haven't seen it in a while.
Oh, trust me. See something sparkling? That's my blade.
Fun animation, very short and very simple. I think it's like it's like 4. I'm not a fan. It's very short. And there's not much going on. Now we're on to Marshmallow Bunny Cookie.
Whee! Pop over here and pop over there. Take my hand and we'll hop right in.
I love her. I love the rainbows. I love the vibes. I think it's like an 8 or a 7 out of 10. It's just not my favorite animation from
Time to
the
switch things up.
specials. And now we're moving on to Lemon Cookie.
Careful, you'll get zapped. Mess with me, you get electrified.
Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna do the rest of the Citrus Squad. Because they all have the same animation. These guys, I think, are my least favorite animations. It's like a 2.
Summer's the
Not
good hail
in
of
love.
frozen land up
Now we're
north.
going on to Jolly Cookie with the Seafarers update. Yeah, not a fan. Please don't get mad at me. I'm just not gonna take the time into doing an animation that has been done in the same 4 different times. I don't like their animation whatsoever. 2 out of 10. And now we're on to Jolly. I love her design.
Time is money. Looking to strike a deal? You came to the right cookie.
I love so much. It kind of gives the Dark Cacao Kingdom a little bit. I love it. It's a cute animation. It's not that memorable in my opinion. It's like a 7 out of 10. Now on to Manju Cookie, who is my favorite epic cookie from this year. I love the design, love everything about him. And now we're going to see his animation.
Coin. Ah, a discerning customer.
There we go. That's his animation. Honestly, it's about the same. I think it's a 7 out of 10. We're not going to do these guys' animation because they're all the same. They're all a 2. All boring. Not my favorite. And now on to Doael's animation. Here we go.
We are prepared to lay down our very dough for them. All dough shall become one.
I am honestly a huge fan of the whole cult thing that they decided to go with in Cookie Run Kingdom. It's a really fun animation. And now we're it's 8 out of 10. Method.
Facts and evidence strengthen the faith.
Another quick animation. I'd say it's more of a 6 out of 10. Very quick. Love the character design, but I think there could have been a bit more. We're on to Seltzer Cookies. She kind of gives Corpse Bride, Emily vibes, you know? Anyways, let's get started with her.
Be grateful and rejoice. I thank the godly creators for the gift of life.
Such a gorgeous cookie. I love her so much. And I love her costume. And I love everything about her. I think that's a 9 out of 10.
It is time.
Now we're on to Silent Salt Cookies animation. The final beast cookies.
Silence speak. Silence shall reign.
To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of his animation. I think it's more of a 7 out of 10. It's not my favorite. It's just a bit boring. I feel like it all doesn't really fit together. Like the tree, I think, is such a random addition. But it's a okay animation. I love his costume, though. Love his costume.
Dare not disturb the sleep.
Now it's time for Charcoal Cookie.
Lost your way? Why, I'll... Shh. Keep your voice down. Ashes to ashes. Crumbs to crumbs.
You can tell I'm not a big fan. I think it's a 5 out of 10 animation. And now on to White Lily Cookies Awakened animation.
I know what must be done. For freedom.
I don't like her angry expression that they gave her. I'm not a big fan. Literally, she caused all of this to happen. This is her fault. It's like a 5 out of 10. Probably my second least favorite Beast Awakened animation. Not my favorite. I think it's like a 5 is the right spot, I think. And it may be my least favorite. Tied with Holy Berry. I'm sorry, Holy Berry.
The names
But now we're on to Salt Cellar Cookies
are long
animation.
forgotten. Only the worthy shall pass. Not another step.
I'm pretty indifferent about this animation. Love the animation. She's kind of built like a salt shaker though. Her character design. It's about a 6 out of 10. Not that memorable. Kind of an interesting animation. Not a huge fan of her attire. And now we're on to Choco Cookie. I love these two. I can't wait.
Game on! Wanna play chess?
Play chess with us.
I love these two. I love these two. It's our first 2-in-1 cookie. I think it's a cute animation. I think it's like an 8 out of 10. It's a really cute animation. And they're like
Are you playing
yin
chess?
yang. I love their style. And now we're not gonna move on to Wicked. And instead, we're gonna move on to Millennial Tree Cookie. And this is the final cookie of 2025. I'm pretty sure. Let's hope so. And so, without further ado, Millennial Tree
Listen
Cookie.
to the whispering of the forest.
I honestly think that the story with Millennial Tree Cookie, like this new story, is my favorite story. I think it's such a triumphant story. I think it's a great, like, chapter. He gives Avatar, I think it's like a 9 out of 10 animation. It's a really cute, fun animation. And again, it gives triumph. It gives, you've messed with the balance of nature, you're done. So these were some amazing animations. I love them, and I'll see you in the next video.